How's it going, guys? First thing we should go over today is the 3.15.3 patch notes. Um, Add an option to stop items on the ground from rendering if they are hidden by your item filter, which can help improve performance. This can be found under the game category in options. So this is something we've been asking for years, pretty much. Um, Finally add into the game, and once I finish reading this, I'll explain what that is. So add an option for propagating supporter pack weapon effects to your offhand. So supporter pack weapon effects you can put to your offhand stuff now. Unwalkable terrain is no longer automatically revealed in the minimap in expedition logbook areas. So it was really easy to tell where some of the hidden areas were previously, because they're just revealed in the minimap. You know where to go blow up in walls. That's not the case anymore. Now, opening a map with area contains a blight encounter enchantment in an atlas region with the same modifier on a watchstone will no longer consume a charge of the watchstone's modifier. So, text mods won't be overwritten by the enchantment on maps. Updated the description of blight scarabs to clarify areas contain a single blight encounter. Multiple blight encounters per area were never possible. Updated the blight chests in areas have X% chance to duplicate contained items. Description to more accurately reflect its functionality. And updated strength of blood keystone to clarify it does not affect life recovery from instant leech. Updated the gut instinct atlas passive description to clarify it does not provide intelligence for the current encounter's safe house when releasing defeated Immortal Syndicate members. Okay, don't know what that means. And then there's a bunch of bug fixes. I would have liked to see with their fixing blight stuff, you can still roll chance to duplicate blighted maps on heist trinkets, and blighted maps don't drop in heists. So that's kind of odd of thing to still be there, but that's all of that. So the big change from this patch is here in the game tab, you can hide filtered ground items. So I've turned this off. So I'm going to throw in a map here on my Rage Vortex Berserker to see how things are going here. T15 map. Nothing too crazy. Okay. It looks like we're getting Conquer influence in here. So what's going to happen in this map is the same as how things have been. So let's see here. I'm going to start killing stuff. So all these items that are on the ground, they're here. See how this bow is on the ground right here? It lights up when I hover over it. Same with every item that drops on the ground. Like the claw, all of this gear. And it was really noticeable in let me find a magic pack or something. When you get lots of stuff, it can just pile up all over the place, which is where the issues came in. Now there's just loot all over the ground down here. It's kind of hidden by the monsters, but now I'm going to I don't know if I can do this in the map. Okay, wait a second. Can you just toggle this at will? Okay. So once it's once they're removed, they're gone for good. So this thicket bow is here. When I tick this, those items disappear, but they still show up. I can still pick up this thicket bow off the ground, but when it drops, it's no longer showing any of this stuff. So your game doesn't have to render any of those things. That's the big change that came from this. For extremely juiced maps and such, it's going to make a big difference in performance, hands down. Maps are just dropping such an insane amount of items. It's going to make it so much better. Anyways, on to Rage Vortex. This build is a ton of fun. Like, I just gotta say, it's a blast. Um, it's already doing things well. Um, Once I get this character fully put together, it's going to be amazing, I think. I've already killed some like conquerors with it. Um, it's not quite there on the boss damage, but there's still a long way for it to go. And I was actually about to run a Hydra map. Um, and then I realized, wait, I haven't done Uber Lab yet. So then I went and ran my Uber Lab, got myself Aspect of Carnage for 40% more damage, but I'm going to take increased damage, but that's fine. Not too worried about that. Let's go do Harvest. It really is using the war cries quite a bit. The main piece that makes this build work is the shield. War cries have infinite power, and then the ascendancy node that gives 10 rage per 5 power if you have less than 25 rage. So um, since I have low rage, I'm guaranteed to go to full rage. Rage Vortex sacrifices rage to do more damage and increase the radius. So it makes it enormous and just do lots of damage. It's pretty insane. And then you can throw things like Berserk in for extra damage. And then it can force you below that 25 threshold when you can War Cry again, pop it back up to the top until it wears off, because the longer Berserk is active, it increases the rate of your rage degenning itself. I'm really excited to see how this works with Chainbreaker, especially. But I've just started really getting into the habit of using Berserk to lower myself below rage rather than just like spamming rage vortexes to reduce my rage, because when I fight something, like I want the most amount of rage possible, and it's gonna gain rage on hit, but like, and most of the times, like I'm not gonna need Berserk active unless I just need to do a lot of damage on a single target. There. Alright. Is there any more of these? Okay, I did all that. I will come back for that after I finish the map. Let's do one of these. I haven't done one of these in a minute. I've normally just been skipping them. What do we got here? Where's Tujin? Excellent. Hit the button. Now let's throw this down. Monsters take reduced damage. Magic monsters. Max res. Have to avoid the physical damage. Magic monsters. Chaos. Okay. I still want vulnerability on hit in some way, shape, or form. Hit Berserk there. Okay. Now we'll tear through this stuff. This is only a 350 PDPS axe. I imagine that's not too expensive in Trade League. The best I've been able to get in SSF. But yeah, that's like all you need to make this build work is like a 6-link and the shield. Everything else is just life and resistances for me for now. I'm going to continue to keep improving it though as time goes on. Now, if I do use a war cry while I have more than 25 rage, I'm going to expend rage, and for that I'm going to gain 50% more damage of exerted attacks, which intimidating cry makes your attacks deal double damage, gives you 50% more damage if I use the war cry before I get below that threshold. But I generally am finding it better to just like, okay, I want the max rage I can get. I want this 80, pop this on the boss. Now I'm gonna hit Berserk. Ooh, Shaper. And try again. He being healed. Gonna pop. Beach is really nice. I could drop my banner here for increased fortify effect and increasing the effect of my impales. But like with like 3 or 4 exalts in Trade League, I would just be destroying these bosses without a doubt. Like it's just been cruising. And it's super satisfying to just like, okay, you hit the button and it's just okay. Everything in this line's gonna die. It's really feels nice for breach stones. I did the breach stones like all of the breach stones here to get myself a depth tracker to 25% chance of completing a map, double conqueror progress, or killing all of the main 4 breach bosses in the Maven Arena. When you have lots of rage too, especially triple effect rage, you have a lot of attack speed. And it's really awesome that you don't have to be near any enemies to deal with their effect or of your power of your war cry because of the shield. And there's that. I've been enjoying it. I was hoping to try and get to a serious attempt on this today, but that's not looking likely because I'm gonna need to go to sleep here soon. Because here in let me get this. Here in just a few hours, Badger's big team private league is starting, and I'm going to be participating in that on team nights. So if I go to character select here, it'll show right here, BPL Dark Ages. So here in about 8 hours, I'll be joining that. I believe I'm going to be playing a Bane Occultist. Because I know it's going to clear maps really well. I think my primary role in that team is going to be farming. Probably going to quant farm Lyra Arthane for heists. Gives those points for getting replicas and each kind of alt quality gym. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to put this on hiatus again for a few days while I do that. But I will continue to update on how that goes. That's going to be all for me for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.